friend. Welcome back. Thanks so much for joining. We are on the Gooskimook First Nations traditional territories in North Vancouver Island. I'm joined today by my two little loves here. I've got Roma and Miss Wilma. Hopefully Miss Wilma will refrain from tossing sand in my face while we do our workout together. So today we've got a fun workout with our Pilates ring. So all you need is your ring and your mat. If you like to listen to some music, as always, I don't have any music in my videos, so throw on your favorite playlist, grab a bottle of water, and let's get right to it. We're going to start on the ground. Excuse me, ladies. Excuse me, ladies. Pardon me. Oh. We're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to have our pets climb all over us. Hi. Hi. Yes. Okay. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay, friends. You guys got to get out of the way. We're going to place our ring in between our thighs. Good. We're going to sit nice and tall on our sit bones here, and we can actually rest our forearms on our knees. These dogs are too much. You guys are something else. Good. So from here, we're going to actually round through that lower back and then straighten nice and tall. Round through the lower back, straighten nice and tall. Round through the lower back, straighten nice and tall. Good. Starting to wake up that pelvic floor, squeezing through all those muscles. So imagine you're in the middle of going to the washroom, either number one and or number two. You want to squeeze to stop everything from coming out, pulling it up and in. Good. Continue just round and isolate through that lower back and that pelvis. Good. From here, come sit nice and tall in those sits bones. See if you can reach more forward with the arms, sitting a little taller. Squeeze through the groin to draw the thighs together. Pulling that pelvic floor up and in. What's wrong? Oh, you're tangled. Come here. Good. Nice and strong. Good. Keeping that lower back nice and flat. Oh my goodness. What did you do? Oh, good. Keep breathing. Keep that pelvic floor firmly engaged. I'm going to detangle my dogs here. Good girls. Good. Nice and strong here. Good. From here, let's see if we can walk our heels in closer, sitting even taller, squeezing that ring, nice flat lower back. Pull that pelvic floor in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. We're going to release. From here, what we're going to do is I'm going to disentangle myself from my dogs. Hi, Romes. Can you make space for me? Watch out. Come over here. Come over here. Back up. Back up, girlfriend. Back up. Good. So we're going to sit nice and tall on our sits bones. We're going to have our ring in front of us. You're going to place it directly beneath the heel and just have it stacked, okay? I'm sitting nice and tall on my sits bones. My lower back is nice and flat, so I'm not slumped here, sitting back. I'm sitting tall. I recognize Roma might be, oh no, you can see now. Nice and tall and flat through that lower back. Gentle bend in the knee here, and I'm just gonna try to bring that heel to the floor, to the floor, to the floor. So feel that hamstring engaging. I'm slightly bending at the knee here to bring that hamstring down. Good. Oh, look at the eagle. Beautiful. Eagles are called Kwik in Kwakwala, which is the language of the First Nations people here of North Vancouver Island, the Kwakwaka'wakw Nations, which are the Kwakwala speaking people. This is specifically Gooskimook territory, which is like the nation, but they're also part of the Kwakwaka'wakw First Nations peoples because they speak Kwakwala. Good. Keep bringing that heel down. Keep bending at the knee. Little hamstring curl, mini movement. Keep pulling that pelvic floor up and in. Oh, that eagle's chasing a seagull. Good. Now, we're not going to lock out that knee. Keep a gentle bend, but now instead of trying to bend the knee to bring the heel down, think you're pressing the whole leg down. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Ooh, you got this. Pelvic floor is nice and strong. Sitting tall, flat lower back, ribs are tucked. Hi, Wilma. Hi, girlfriend. Are you being a good girl? Are you being so good? Yeah, good. Keep pushing, pushing, pushing. So we're just trying to push that entire leg to the ground, waking up the hamstrings, and release. Good job. Other side. So under the under the hamstring, under the ankle, my other leg is bent. I'm sitting nice and tall on those sits bones, flat lower back. It's very tempting to kind of relax and slouch to the spine. I just noticed there by the end of that set, I was definitely starting to kind of fall down. So think sit tall on the sits bones, pulling from the crown of the head, tuck the ribs, belly button drawn in. First, we're going to bend that knee, bringing the heel to the ground. So small little bends of the knee. Good. And you can flex that foot, thinking you're drawing that heel to the floor. Good. Pulling that pelvic floor up and in. Good. Keep breathing. You've got this. You're doing amazing. Little bends here. Little movement. Woo! Waking up those hammies. Keeping it going, and try to keep the stabilizing leg as still as possible. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to not straighten the leg, keep a gentle bend in the knee. Now the entire leg as one unit is pushing down, and we're just going to try to hold it there. Good. Keep sitting tall. This is where I notice I tend to round that lower back and start to slouch. So sit tall, 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 tall. Pulling that pelvic floor up and in. Breathing through the pain. You know you love this. This is why you come back for more. Good. Keep breathing. The sun is shining. An eagle came to say hello. Good. Keeping it going. And 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. So bringing it back to the other side. I'm going to sit nice and tall here. Now again, I'm going to keep a gentle bend in the knee, but the entire leg is coming down. So you can flex that heel, bring the whole leg down. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a little side to side lateral kind of shimmy, just kind of rolling along on my ring, thinking it's coming from my hip, side to side movement with that ring, trying to keep this leg stable and trying to keep pulling the entire leg to the floor, feeling a nice pull through that hamstring. Pelvic floor is strong. Continue to sit tall on those sits bones. Good. Other side. Sitting tall on the sits bones again. Flex the foot, heel to the ground. Gentle bend in the knee. The whole leg comes down. We come across. Keep those ribs drawn in. Belly button drawn in. Pelvic floor is strong. Good work. Good job. 3, 2, sit tall. Last one. Good stuff. Right on. So from here, we are going to turn over. We're going to get into a tabletop position, but we're going to slip our ring around our legs. So placing it just around the thighs, just above the knees. We're going to be in a tabletop position here, so you're going to want your wrists directly beneath your shoulders. And we're going to rotate our hands so that our index finger is pointing a little bit forward. Okay, I'm just going to adjust here. There we go. Nope. There we go. Perfect. So from here, I'm going to draw that belly button to the spine. I'm going to tuck my ribs. So where I don't want to be is here. I want to be nice flat back. So draw the belly button up, tuck the ribs. And with that lower belly, I don't want you to actually curl your pubic bone to your face in this exercise. I want you to think nice, flat, neutral back. But imagine that you're engaging the lower belly to try to pull that pubic bone up without actually doing it. And that's going to help really wake up through that lower core. From here, with my elbow pits, I'm going to rotate the elbow pits forward, and imagine you're rotating towards your pinky, okay? So index finger is pointing to the front of the mat, but I'm thinking I want to rotate my hand outwards. I'm not actually doing it, but by trying to do that engagement, you're going to feel all down the side here start to lock in and fire into place. From here, I'm going to push away from the ground, lift and float the knees. Pull that pelvic floor up and in and try to push the knees apart. Little pulses open. Open, open, open. Good work. Keeping it going. Good. Keep pulling that pelvic floor up and in. Lengthen through the neck. Tuck your chin ever so slightly. Don't force your face to the ground. Keep pulling that pelvic floor in. Keep those ribs tucked. Keep the heels over the balls of the feet. Good. Keep actively pushing away from the ground. Imagine you're turning the entire arm, starting from the shoulder, rotating the whole thing towards that pinky. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to tap the knees. Tap and up. Tap and up. Tap and up. So nice flat back here. Keep those ribs tucked. Pelvic floor engaged. Belly button drawn in. Pushing our thighs against our ring. Good work. And 5, 4. Should feel this through the glutes. 2, and 1. Good job. Good stuff. So from here, come on up. We're going to take a ring. We're going to place it in between our thighs, just above the knees here. Whoop. There we go. We're going to come down. We're going to sit nice and low. Good. And we're going to pulse our knees up together. Just going to adjust your pulse, pulse, pulse. Very small movement. If you're feeling any sharp any sharp pains in your knees, I want you to stop. Just stop right there. What you can do is also just hold, which we will do momentarily, if the pulses are bothersome for you. Okay? So every time I'm pulsing my legs in, I'm just trying to ensure that I'm keeping my thighs parallel to each other. I'm not doing a massive range of motion here. In fact, I'm staying relatively aligned between my ankles and my hips. It's just a small movement to keep waking up through those inner thighs. Good. Keep pulling that pelvic floor up and in. Good. From here, we're going to draw together and squeeze. We're going to sit down and up. So tiny little pulses up and down, up and down. Good. Keep those ribs tucked. Belly button drawn in. Pelvic floor stays strong. You've got this. I believe in you. Good job. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoo, good work. And release. Shaking it out. Right on. Great work. So from here, we're going to come down to our mat. We're almost done. We are now going to place our ring under our knee. So we're going to sit nice and tall on those sits bones. Now, if the ring is too much, if your hamstrings are really tight, this is where maybe subbing it out for a yoga block or even a towel might be a little bit better for you. Ideally, I would really love for you to be sitting tall on those sits bones with that lower back nice and flat. From here, you can also have your hands behind you to help with that positioning to stay nice and tall. I'm just going to move this just a little forward. And then from here, I'm going to straighten and bend. And if you feel like your ring's going to slide out from underneath, you can always have your hands here to stabilize too, especially as you straighten your legs out. You may feel that ring want to tip forward. While I'm doing this, I'm still trying to compress my ring as much as possible, thinking I'm pushing the entire thigh to the ground. Good. Pelvic floor stays nice and strong. Really engaging through that quad to lift the ankle. I really love doing this one with ankle weights. I can really feel those muscles engaging when I do that. Good. You can also do it with your foot flexed, but trying to push that leg down. Keep sitting nice and tall. Pelvic floor is strong. Great work. From here, we're going to lift and hold. Little pulse, pulse, pulse. So it's a tiny bend of the knee to straighten. Bend, straight, bend, straight, bend, straight. And now we're going to lift and hold, sitting tall. Draw those ribs in. Pelvic floor is strong. Good work. And release. Other side. Placing that ring just beneath. Sitting tall on those sits bones. Bend and straight. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good job. Good work. You've got this. Keep pulling that pelvic floor up and in. Keep that lower back nice and flat. You might notice you're kind of slouching as we start to get tired, or maybe just stop paying attention. I'm definitely guilty of catching myself doing it as well, so it's perfectly human. Be gentle with yourself. Be patient with yourself. You're working so hard. Good. We pull that pelvic floor up and in. From here we hold, tiny bend, straight, tiny bend, straight, tiny bend, straight, tiny bend, straight. Good. And with my hands, I'm just helping hold the ring in place. I'm not pushing down. The push down is coming from that thigh, still pushing to the floor. Pelvic floor is strong. Good. Last one. Right on. Now that we've primed up those quads a little bit, we're going to come onto our knees here. Place that ring in between the thighs. So we're going to walk our knees in to be hip width apart. We're going to sit back just to be above the heels. Exhale, come forward, scoop that pubic bone slightly forward, press the glutes forward or the hips and engage the glutes to push the bum cheeks together as we come forward. Inhale down, exhale up. You may be a little bit limited by your Pilates ring at the bottom here. That's okay. So you're not going to go quite as low, which is totally fine. Good. Keeping that belly engaged, pelvic floor pulled in, ribs stay tucked. Good. Inner thighs are working. You're going to feel this tomorrow. Good job. Pelvic floor remains engaged. Good job. Keep breathing. Good job. Inhale down. Exhale up. We've got this. We can do it. Amazing. One more here. Here we're going to come forward. Now keep those hips pressed forward. Keep that pubic bone slightly curled up. Ribs tucked in. Belly button drawn in. I'm going to hinge at the hips. I'll turn to the side here so you can see. I'm going to hinge, or sorry, not hinge at the hips. I'm going to think I'm hinging at the knees here, keeping my hips pushed forward to lean back and forward. So try to have those thighs parallel to each other. Don't go too far back. It doesn't have to be a huge range of motion. And if you're feeling a sharp pain in your knees, we do not want this. So don't do this exercise if it's painful in the knees. If you're able to do it even just by shrinking that range of motion down, like just to here, that's fine too. So I'd like you to just try to do this as long as you can do it for pain-free. Again, activating through the inner thighs to draw those legs together. Good. Keeping those hips pushed forward. Tomorrow's gonna hurt. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Whew. Right on, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed this workout. It's always a pleasure to have you, and it means the world to me that I can see the number of subscribers slowly growing. It's really great, so thank you so much. If you're enjoying this content, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and I'd really, really love it if you'd leave me a positive comment because I love interacting with people. That's why I do this. Until I see you next, I'm sending you all the love. I hope you take great care of yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Much love, and I'll see you soon.